Wasn't expected to get that many carries, but the game dictated that, the Cedar Shoals defensive scheme, and it worked well for Winder-Barrow. Schotter had a huge night.
2nd and 6 here. Again, Johnson split out to the near sideline. Hodge under center, double wing set. Sullivan in motion, that's Platt. He'll get the carry, trying to get the edge. He's out across the 40 to about the 42-yard line before he's run out of bounds. It'll be a short gain, picked up about 3. It'll be 3rd and 3 from the 42-yard line.
Well, Chad Platt, he has certainly been Mr. Excitement this year for Winder-Barrow. This guy has had 12 touchdowns in the last, or 8 touchdowns in the last 5 games. 4 touchdowns were called back, so he's had 12 touchdowns in the last 5 games, 4 of them called back.
Officially credited with 6 rushing touchdowns on the year. Dogs with the ball spotted on the near hash, stay in the double wing. The give will be to Schotter right up the middle, pushing. He's going to be short of first down yardage by about a half a yard. He's at about the 44.5. They need the 45 for a first down, so the first decision of the game now for Coach Wagner. I would think this would be a no doubt about it, go for it. But Colin Shannon does check in.
Needed 3, only got 2.
Dogs are showing that they are going to go for it. And check that. That was Devin Nash, 24, checking into the game, not 29. So the Dogs facing a 4th and inches from their own 44.5-yard line. Hodge will be directly under center. Nash behind him. Hodge is going to keep it on the QB keeper. He has first down yardage down to the 48-yard line. So 1st and 10 Dogs as they convert on their first 4th down attempt. And it's 1st and 10 just inside the 50-yard line.
Nice push from Solomon Sims. The center for the Dogs leading the way. Gives Hodge the first down.
Dogs will come out in more of a spread look this time. Sullivan in motion. He'll get the carry, trying to get to the far edge. Gets tripped up in the backfield. Nice defensive play as diving in to tackle him as Kayvon Williams just caught Sullivan around the ankles back at the 44-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 and bring up a 2nd and long.
Rare loss of yardage for Shannon Sullivan. Again, he's coming off a big game, over 100 yards last week. Gives him about 350 total on the season. 2nd leading rusher for Winder-Barrow this year.
So now the Dogs with a 2nd and 14. 1 receiver to each side. Single wing. Schotter in the backfield. Hodge under center. Hodge takes the snap, looking to pass. Straight drop, fires out to the near side. Sullivan has it at the 47-yard line before he's promptly brought down by number 15, Marcavis Ford. It'll be a short gain back to the original line of scrimmage and bring up a 3rd and 10.
Just an out pattern by Shannon Sullivan. Defender was there, and Sullivan was not able to get upfield for much positive yardage.
Well, I think they got the look that they were going for. They had Sullivan matched up in a one-on-one situation. If he's able to shake that tackler, he'd be able to get first down yardage. Unfortunately, just unable to get away. Now the Dogs in a 3-receiver set. 2 to the far side, 1 to the near. Hodge under center, drop straight back, under pressure. Going to be hit, complete on the screen pass to Schotter. Schotter down into the 44-yard line, 43-yard line of Clarke Central. Going to be very close once again, but short of first down yardage. They needed 11, and he picked up about 10. So the Dogs are going to come up just shy of the first down. No hesitation here for Coach Wagner as the Dogs are going to go for it again on 4th down.
Let's go, Dogs!
Well, 2 4th down attempts here. 1 is successful, and now we'll try the 2nd one, but that's a nice change to see in the Dogs offense.
Ball at the Gladiator 43. Gladiator showing blitz. It'll be Schotter again, and this time he's not going to make it. He's stacked up at the 44-yard line, and the Dogs will turn it over on downs with 7:24 left here in a scoreless first quarter.
I think in the past that would have been a kicking situation for the Dogs. The offense has just been playing much better as of late. They were averaging 18.2 points per game over the last 5 games, so that's a huge improvement.
And now our first look at Cameron Johnson and the Gladiator offense. It'll be Johnson under center, offset eye, one receiver to each side. As Johnson gets the play from the sideline, points out the will linebacker. And this is going to be a handoff, going to go up the middle, well read by the Dogs there. Gain of about 2. Getting in to make the stop is going to be Jeremy Ramsey. It was Jelani Payne on the carry. Gain of 2, it'll bring up a 2nd and 8.
Payne will carry the bulk of the carries out of the backfield with Rodney Willingham out.
Payne, the lone back, 2 receivers to the far side. Clarke Central moving from right to left. Again, it'll be Payne. Payne looking for room, cuts back, finds a hole, bounces off a tackler, and all the way into Winder territory down to the 44-yard line. He's got the first down. Picked up 10, needed 9. 1st and 10, Clarke Central in Dog territory.
Yeah, Payne has had some big games this year. Had 123 yards and 2 touchdowns against Appalachia. 142 yards and 2 touchdowns against Gainesville.
2-back set here as Johnson under center gives it to the up back this time. He goes off tackle, powers forward, still churning his legs, gets down to the Dog 35-yard line before they're finally able to wrap him up and drop him.
Yeah, that's Denzel Maxey. Gives him some size in the backfield.
Picked up 9 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Remember Maxey from last year, he hurt us. As the Gladiators whipped up on Double G Dogs 44-0.
This time the up back will be Baylor Ward. Sorry, George. Ward, who had a touchdown catch last week. Johnson's going to throw, fires deep down the middle, has a man, complete touchdown. Cameron Johnson from 35 yards out hooks up with Amir Williams, and that was one of the players that you had indicated to keep an eye on. Amir Williams showing great speed right down the middle of the field. Cameron Johnson finds him with a beautiful pass, and it is 6-0 Clarke Central.
Cameron Johnson, only a junior, had 23 touchdown passes last year as a sophomore. Beautiful strike.
And Matthew Ward's extra point nearly blocked by Jeremy Ramsey, but it is up and through. So with 5:58 left here in the first quarter, Clarke Central strikes first. You're listening to Bulldog Football on the home of Barrow County Sports, www.hearthegame.com. We'll be right back.
This is Jamie Thaw, CEO of Athens Regional Health System, where we're recently named 2011 Large Hospital of the Year for the state of Georgia. So what is it that makes us better? Certainly our staff and experience are important, and so is our technology. But we believe the real difference is teamwork. Our collective pledge to you is to provide the best care possible every time you or your loved one walks through our doors. That's not only our job, it's our privilege. Teamwork. Another reason Athens Regional is Georgia's Large Hospital of the Year. Again.
And welcome back. 5:58 left here in the first quarter as the Dogs find themselves down 7-0 after a 35-yard strike from Cameron Johnson to Amir Williams. Back deep to receive for the Dogs will be Chad Platt, Shannon Sullivan, Al Schotter standing in front of them.
Only took them 4 plays to get it into the end zone.
Another short kick. It'll be fielded. Dogs are going to let it bounce, and it's recovered by Clarke Central. Jeremy Ramsey didn't realize it was a live ball. That's Cole Boggett. And flying in to grab it is a Gladiator, and they'll have 1st and 10 deep in Dog territory.
Yeah, Coach Wagner not happy about that. That's just a definite miscue there by the Dog special teams. You got to come up with that ball.
Yeah, the kickoff, it's a live ball.
Now the Gladiators with great field position to start this series deep in Dog territory.
Ball will be spotted at the 30-yard line. Ball bounced directly in front of Cole Baggett, and he looked like he wanted to let it die, but again, it's a live ball in a kickoff situation. You can't just let it bounce around. The Gladiators flew in and grabbed it. So now 1st and 10, already leading by 7. Johnson under center, gives to Payne. Payne trying to run back on the counter, and he's going to be dropped right at the 30-yard line. Getting in there to make the nice tackle is going to be Augustin Salas. for the Dogs. It'll be a minimal gain, maybe picked up one, bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Johnson ready. Payne behind him. 2 receivers to the far side. Dogs jumped off sides.
It was a Swaybu on the right side of the line, jumping for a winder barrow. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Beautiful night in Athens. Haven't gotten too cold just yet.
A nice little breeze blowing down into Death Valley. We are 5:11 left here in the first quarter. Gladiators already lead 7-0, and now they have a 2nd and 4 from the Dog 24. It'll be Johnson under center, 2 receivers, 1 to each side. Payne in the backfield.
Long count, and now some extra movement on the Gladiators' offensive line.
The legal shift against the Gladiators as they had 2 men moving at the same time.
So the motion penalty should move them back 5 yards.
It is a legal shift, so that'll back the Gladiators back up 5, negates the offsides penalty, and it'll remain 2nd and 9. So the ball back out to the 29-yard line. You're listening to Winder Barrow Football on HearTheGame.com for your iPhone and Android smartphone. Man in motion as Johnson under center takes it, gives to Payne. Payne straight up the middle, has a big hole all the way down to the Dog 20-yard line. And he's going to be within inches of another first down here.
Payne, just a little guy.
And they are going to go ahead and award him the first down. So 1st and 10, Clarke Central, just inside the 20-yard line. It was Cole Baggett finally coming up with the tackle.
5'6", 157. Payne, wow.
He can just hide behind those big linemen.
He sure can.
Now it'll be Johnson in the shotgun for the first time tonight. Payne to his left, 2 receivers to the far side. Johnson takes it, fakes to Payne. He's going to keep it this time. Tries up the middle, then bounces outside. He's going to be dropped for a loss. Back at the 22-yard line, Cole Baggett gets in to wrap him up. Nice tackle there by Cole. And that'll bring up a 2nd and long for Clarke Central.
The read option by Johnson. Decides to keep it himself. Goes left, and Cole Baggett with a superb job there of sniffing that out and making the stop.
It's going to be trips right here for Clarke Central. Payne in the backfield alongside Johnson in the shotgun. Man in motion coming across the formation. Johnson this time will give to Payne. Payne looking for room. Finds a little hole off left tackle, and he's able to power forward for about 3 or 4 yards. It'll be a minimal gain. It'll bring up a 3rd and long from the 16-yard line. Actually, from this angle, you got a little bit more than it looked like. Picked up about 5 on that.
Payne, a lot like the Dogs' Chad Platt. Every time he touches the ball, he's capable of taking it to the house.
3rd and 7 here for Clarke Central. Dogs looking for a stop as we approach 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. Ball on the 17-yard line of Winder Barrow. Payne on the delay, and he's going to be dropped by Tyree Tanner back at the 21-yard line.
Nobody blocked Tyree Tanner, and he was able to sneak into the backfield and then drop Payne for a loss of about 4 yards.
Yeah, Tyree almost took the handoff on that when he was on top of Payne before he could get his legs under him. So great play by the Dog defense will send the Clarke Central field goal team onto the field. It'll be Ward in to attempt what will be about a 38-yard field goal.
He's kicked a couple of field goals this year. He's a soccer-style kicker, of course.
Yeah, hit from 36 last week. And this attempt is up. Plenty of room.
Nice.
Nice and accurate, and it's good. So with 2:15 left here in the first quarter, it's the home team 10, your Double G Dogs 0. You're listening to Bulldog Football on the home of Barrow County Sports, www.hearthegame.com. We'll be right back after this.
With all the stuff on my list, grocery shop